Welcome to the Oakles channel. Thanks for watching today. Let's talk about how to cheese or easily defeat the last giant in Dark Souls 2. Now, I know he's the first boss in the game, and he's pretty easy for most players, but I always enjoyed the lore behind him, or at least what I think is the lore, because he's the last giant, and the entire forest around him are his dead relatives, because when the giants die, they turn into trees. I mean, that's evidence, when you approach the memories later on in the game. And so it's the idea he is like the last of his kind, and he's fighting against you. And so, I don't know, I've always been fascinated by that. But regardless, you head down the elevator here, you go into the boss arena, and he's going to be really simple, especially if you're going the sorcery build. But even if you're doing melee, I'll talk about that in a second. If you're doing sorcery build, just simply have your soul arrow out and just simply fire it at him, and just keep on firing it at him until he gets close to you, and then roll into him when he gets ready to swing at you or nearby, and you simply go between his legs, run off to the other side of the arena, turn around, and lock onto him again, and begin to fire those soul arrows away at him, and just slowly dwindle his health away. It's actually a pretty powerful attack, especially this early on in the game. But once again, when he gets close to you, roll between his legs, especially if he's like doing a swing attack, just simply roll into him, he won't hit you, and then run off to the other side of the arena, do the same attack again until he gets close, roll between his legs again, and just keep doing the same thing over and over. Now, if you are doing the melee build, obviously you can't go to the other side of the arena and expect us to hit him. What you're going to have to do is simply roll between his legs, quickly get one slice in on the leg, and then run off to the other side of the arena. Wait for him to approach you, take a swing at you, or get near you, roll between his legs again, take one slice at him, and then run off to the other side of the arena. It's going to take a little bit longer as a melee build, but for the most part, it's still a pretty safe strategy. Just simply waiting him out, rolling into him, and then taking that one slice, one hit, running off to the other side of the arena. Now, he does get a little bit more powerful when he rips one of his arms off, but, I mean, who wouldn't get more powerful when you rip an arm off like that? But regardless, the attacks are still mostly the same. You just simply wait for him to approach you, roll between him, get your attack in, or run off to the other side of the arena, lock onto him, and do your magic spells from there. Very simple boss, very fun boss, and honestly, I think it's a great start to the Dark Souls 2 game. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out other Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, cheese guys listed up above, and as always, go out there, find a great game to play, and just simply have a great rest of the day.